Hi everybody, this is Michael from TeensTech.com. Another little quick look at the Cr48 Chrome OS laptop that was created by Google. That pretty much is a prototype that is really meant just to show off what's new in Chrome OS and for people to check bugs and find things that are wrong with Chrome OS for Google to fully expand the capabilities of a web-based operating system. So I'm going to show off the hardware a bit, even though the hardware is not really Google's first priority, but I'm going to show you the hardware a bit, and I'm going to show you the software and pretty much what Chrome OS is all about. To start off, this is the Cr48, the device that Google's giving away to 60,000 people. You can see there is a VGA port, there's a fan, there is one USB, you can see one USB, and there is a microphone and a charging, and then a SD card slot, and then another small fan or speaker right there. Okay, and you see there's no branding whatsoever. It's pretty much like a Mac without a branding. And no curved edges, it's just very square and very nice. You can see that the battery is actually very small. It's pretty tiny, as you can see. It's like super thin, and it's a pretty light laptop. So I think that they did pretty well with hardware, even though it's not what they really care about. And I think that companies should really look at this device and say we should create one, because it has no branding, and a lot of people do love that. So as you can see, I took out the battery, so it's fully off, no standby, no nothing. I got this in the camera. Okay, so I'm going to open it up as fully shut off. Okay, so now it's turning on. It says it is a really fast boot up, that's all I have to say. So it's already starting up, the mouse is right there, okay. And I'm already in. So that was about 7 seconds. And to boot up my ThinkPad, brand new one, Core i7, takes about 30 seconds, even with a solid state drive. So I'm gonna sign in. So here's the login page, if you can see. Guest account, my account, you can log in, you can sign into your new account, and whenever you sign into your account, it pretty much saves all your applications, all your settings, your preferences, everything, your bookmarks. So let's say my friend has a Chrome OS laptop. If I log into my account, it automatically is pretty much my laptop. There's a very cool video that Google created that you might want to see of somebody who keeps getting new laptops because his is getting destroyed, and it's pretty cool. But you can see there's shutdown right there, and the date and time up here. And now it's already open. I'll show you the keyboard itself. You can see it's sort of a normal layout, but the only difference is that there is rather than caps lock, it's a search button. And these are a lot larger without the Windows key or the Apple key. And all up there's no F1, F2, F3 key. They're all useful browsing things. You can see there is forward and back within the browser, refresh, full page, switch between window, brightness, volume, and on and off button. So and also it's kind of weird. This is the side. It's the side forward and front keys. The side are very large. I think it's meant for switching pages, which is why Google did that. And you can see there's a plastic trackpad, one giant oversized one that is fully clickable. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit so you guys can see. Let's go up here. Okay. So I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna sign to my guest account, and it is really fast. So just sign into your entire. Let's see the entire screen. Okay. So you can see how it's incognito because the guest account is meant for let's say you let your friend use it, and you don't want any of their settings, preferences, or anything to be saved, or passwords or anything. So it's meant for a guest to be using it. So pretty much looks like Chrome. If anybody has used Chrome, you'll love Chrome OS because it's pretty much the same thing. You have the tabs, new tab, close tab, whatever it might be. You have the search. You have settings right here. This is actually settings for the entire operating system. I don't know if you can see that. You can see up on the left, you can see there's the settings right here. And it's the same as the settings on it's backwards, I'm sorry to say. But it's the same settings as on Chrome, except for it actually includes settings for the entire operating system. So if you go to settings, you can see it's all HTML, so it's all through the browser, and you can see that there is there's system settings. You can change the sensitivity for the trackpad, internet, connected wireless, basics, change whatever you want, personal stuff, change your users, whatever it might be. So that's the settings, and it's like a Chrome settings. You also get all the Chrome normal settings like incognito, window, zooming. It's running, I believe. Let's see. I believe it's running Chrome 9, which gives a new ability for web apps, which I'll show you shortly. As you can see, it froze. So that's wrong right now. It is. Let's see. Oh, you guys can't see that. There we go. Okay. So right now it is frozen because then it came back. But it's really running buggy software. They just released it. Nobody else has tested it really. So you gotta give them some slack. That's the reason they're giving these out for free. There's also a webcam up top. You can see that right there, and a microphone right there. So yes, this is running Chrome 9, which gives the ability for web apps. I'll show you in a bit. And you can see right here, battery. The battery life on this thing is actually really good. It lasts about 8 hours. I've seen 9 hours, 10 hours. I have 61% battery, and I'm guessing about 6 hours left. I've left this overnight. It's only gone down 2%. So it has really good standby. I think it's 8 days or so. And I am really impressed. Compared to my X201, which should have really good battery life. And it does. It has like 6 hours, but not as good as this. It has the clock right there, so you can change everything up here. Then I also have this bug report button, if you can see right there, which is really literally meant for sending bug reports because Google really wants to fix this thing up. So one cool thing about turning this thing off actually is, rather than saying turn off and then it says, oh, are you sure you want to turn off? And you say yes, and it says, are you sure? You say yes. They made it so that the second you start holding this down, you see how it starts to zoom out. You can see that. And if I hold on more, it zooms out of that. Right? And then it turns off. Right? So what it does is it kind of zooms out and zooms out more, so that it gives you kind of the option to stop. I think it's kind of cool. So it's booting up again. I'm going to show you the Chrome OS web app store, which I think is really fascinating. So, okay, so I just logged in. Okay, so see, for me, I have this because these are all my web apps. So if I log into any Chrome OS laptop, any Chrome OS computer, it'll show me all the applications that I own. So this is the web app store. You can see up here. See, it froze a bit. It's getting there. Okay. Flash on it is not that good. Adobe's working on it because it's running Linux, so it doesn't have the acceleration that most computers do. So it could that could be a problem. But you know, it's working on it. So here's the forward and back. You can see right here. I'm pressing. You actually can't see it. But see, I can press back, forward, and then it does that, and refresh, and full screen. So this is pretty much like the App Store on your phone if you have an Android or iPhone device. And let's say you want to get Google Books, click install, and it automatically appears on your home screen. There are actually some games that are offline, such as Fancy Pants. So this is fully offline. It's flash-based, but it's offline. So it's a full game. You can play whatever you want. So let's say on YouTube right now there is no option for 1080p or even HD at all, but it's not bad. So you can see it's if I go to my videos, now I can look at my video that I posted yesterday, and even though I made it with 1080p, that's not an option right now. It's only 480p, and the speaker's not all that bad. 2.3 and the Nexus S. And so you can see. Hulu does not work that well. It's very jittery, and this barely works well. But they're working on it, and they should get there soon. So that's that. And also, if you press the search button, it does the search. If you press the search button right here, it makes a new window. And if I want to make a new window itself, that's a new tab, I'm sorry. New window, I do this. And now if I want to switch between my windows, I press this button right here. It's the window switch button. You can see how, whoops. So now if I press this, it switches between the two windows that are running different things. I thought was kind of cool. So pretty much I think that's the main stuff with Google Chrome. You can also get the extensions like on Google Chrome. So it's Google Chrome and that's it. I think that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, also last thing, it has instant on. So let's say I'm turning this off, I'm closing the lid. Okay, good. I went to work, I'm coming back now. Open it up. I'm automatically in wherever I was with Wi-Fi on and everything. And that is, it stays like that for like an hour before it actually goes in standby, which takes about 7 seconds to turn back on. So it's really instant, like the MacBook Air, but this is running very bad hardware actually. It has a Core 2 Atom processor, so it's running netbook components. So imagine Chrome OS running on a Core i7. I would be really impressed. And pretty much my thoughts about Chrome OS is that I think that it has very good possibilities. Once they get all the tweaks out, I think the main thing about it is it'll be cheap laptops because you don't need very good hardware. You can run it on netbook hardware. And that would actually be your main computer on bad hardware. So you can spend only a few $100 on this, and it would be almost disposable, theoretically, compared to a $2,000 ThinkPad, where that would be the same speed. And I think that the future is the web, because mainly, what do you do on the internet? What do you do on the computer, I mean? You go on the internet. That's what most people do. They watch movies on the internet, they surf the web, they use the internet. So I think that that could be the future if this web app store takes off. And the web app store, I think, is doing pretty well. Like the New York Times, it's offline, and it looks great. It looks like an iPad. And I am an iPad owner. I really don't like it, and I think that I'm now using this most of the time. So that is the Cr48. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, comment. I will post another video if you want. You want to look at specific things. And do not forget to subscribe. The button should be somewhere. I think up here or down there. I'm not too sure. And check out my other videos on my channel. So, and visit teenstech.com for the latest news and reviews in the tech world. Thanks.